Hi, if you are thinking about selling beverages in your venue, you probably need one of these. That's a beverage chiller from Royal Catering. So let me tell you a few words about it. So first of all, it works with 116 watts and it has 320 liters capacity. So it's quite odd of number of watts, but then again it's quite sufficient for the capacity it has and for the role it plays. So first of all, it has a really nice powder coating finish, so that will look really nice behind the bar. But in my research, I've found some of the frequently asked questions to this machine, so I try to get them answered along the way. First one of which is about the safety, whether you can lock the doors after service. And that's a quite an important question, especially if you have expensive drinks, which happens quite often behind the bar, and you want to lock them overnight so no one gets them. So obviously you can lock the doors. You have 4 keys in the set, so you have 1 main key and 3 spare ones, which is great because these things tend to get lost, especially if you have a large crew and late night services. So let me just show you how that works. So the lock is over here and over here on the middle door. And very important thing to remember is to lock both of the sides, because otherwise, if you just lock one of them, so I just need to find the hole, there you go. When it's locked only one way, you can still open the other door. So you have to remember to lock the other side too. Once both sides are locked, the fridge is secured. So the second question is about the doors, whether they are self-locking. And, well, let's have a look. They are. So it is quite kind of important to know that, because after restocking you want to make sure the temperature doesn't escape out of the fridge, so it's all nicely chilled inside. But while we're at it, let's have a look at one more thing. There is a LED light over the top. So when you're during service, you want those drinks to stand out and your customers so you can see. So let's just have a look how that works. Like, turn it off, turn it on, and your drinks will be visible for your service staff to know what they're grabbing and for your guests to see what they want, right? Also, a very important thing is that the shelves are adjustable. So you actually have 6 shelves. Of course, they're divided into 3 levels, actually 2, so 3 spaces. And you can adjust them the way you want it. Of course, you can see the zip ties, that's for transport, but that's also my piece of advice to you. I always tend to do that in my kitchen, in my bar, because, well, that will fix the shelf so it doesn't move around, even when during a rush. When there's a lot of going on, no one will just drag the shelf down and all your drinks will fall down, right? That's terrible. So my third question that I want to answer is about standing up bottles. Well, I just mentioned that the shelves are adjustable, so basically you can organize it the way you want it and you can fit whatever inside you want. Alright, so one last thing but not least are the controls, and there's a kind of actually nice feature to it. Well, the controls are hidden behind a cover, because it sometimes happens that someone by accident kicks the display, breaks it, or changes the settings by accidents, and then you have warm drinks, which is not good. So this nice cover protects the display, so you just slide it to the side and you can change the temperature by pressing the set button. Just hold it for a couple of seconds and change temperature with those arrows up and down. Of course, you have a defrost button, so the fridge has an automated defrost cycle. Of course, every few hours it will just switch off the condensator, so everything will just melt down. But if it is necessary, you can do it manually, which will reset the defrost cycle. All right, so that's about it. That's all I have to the fridge. I hope I answered all your questions. I thank you guys very much for watching, and I see you next time.